So we've been here about 16 years, going into 16 years. So yeah, we bought this place, made money building computer networks and phone systems. Sit down. And then we ended up here. What's next on your list? Sit down. Sit down. Property's located Edenhope, Western Victoria. What else is on your list? We've approximately 1,500 acres. And we run sheep. So these guys are actually training sheep, so they haven't got any lambs on them. Who else is involved in the property? My partner Kiralee. So we've always had dogs since we've been here. One of the first things we did was buy a border collie. And yeah, now we've got quite a few of the fur idiots. No, we didn't transition from machines to dogs. We've always had the dogs. Lucky enough to get caught up with Neil McDonald fairly early on. I had a mate that knew about him. So yeah, once we bought this property, we didn't know anything. So we rang him up and said, how do you train working dogs? And that's how I got in touch with Neil McDonald and got on his page. Sit down, that'll do. That'll do. Lass, back. That'll do, sit down, sit, 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 sit. Bowie, sit down. What else you got in here? What kind of dogs? We run with idiot ones like this. Sit down! He's a complete idiot. And there's a raving lunatic, and that one. No, they're border collies and kelpies. That's what we've got here. How many dogs? We've got 10. So we've got, this is the 3A graders. We've got 3 more pups coming through. And then we've got 3 retired dogs plus a house pet. So sit down. Oh, I tell you what, singling out a dog, well, that's pretty hard because they're actually part of a team. But if I had to pick one, it would be that idiot over there. Jumpy, Jumpy, come here. Jumps, Jumps, come say hi to the camera. Jumpy, 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 sit down. She's my favourite dog, just don't tell the others. What's my unique method of communication? Jumpy, do you want to see a unique method of communication? Oh, Jumpy, smacks. Jumpy. Actually, she doesn't really listen to anything I say. That's my unique method of communication with Jumpy. She pretty much doesn't listen to me at all. She does her own thing, but she's got enough talent she can get away with it. Whereas these border collies, lass, watch them. These border collies, they like being bossed around. You can get them to sit. Bo, sit down. Sit down. Stop being a prawn. They like being bossed around. Whereas the kelpie back there, she just does her own thing. Good dog. Sit down, Bo. Sit, sit. Bowie. Bowie, stop making a liar out of me. Sit down. Good boy. Oh, trend in mustering. Yeah. The trend is probably not so many dogs, but it's more because it takes ages to learn to train a dog, and the old generation that can train them really well is kind of leaving the industry. Yeah, there's going to be a real shortfall in the people with the skills to do it. So at the moment, I think, sit down. The trend is for smaller bikes because girls are starting to be more involved, but they're not staying in the industry long enough to get the skill set necessarily to train dogs. There are a few that are, but like all young people, they find grass is greener somewhere else and head off. So yeah, I think motorbikes are, not that it's so good for the livestock, but yeah, I think mustering with bikes is still mainly the go. If you've ever done it with dogs, you'd never go back though, that's the thing. Describe a unique method to use your dogs. Jumpy! So you can have them for a scarf. Oh, scarf dog! Scarf dog. Stop, scarf dog, stop wiggling. Oh. Hey, if you're a scarf, I tell you what, fox face. Good girl. Hey, what a doggy. Don't do it, stop. See this stick? This is a stopping stick. Do you want to see how it works? Good girl. Sit down. The hardest thing about training, sit down. The hardest thing about training working dogs, sit down, is they're all different. So this dog's got quite a lot of oomph about her and she wants to push the boundaries. So she leads a lot more threatening with the stick. Whereas you get some sensitive dogs, and I'll get one out in a minute, you can't threaten them in the same way. You got to be a bit more gentle with what you do. So that's the hardest thing. You can't just have a set of rules and apply them to every dog. Every dog's an individual and you've got to treat them slightly different. Good girl, good girl, good girl, mate. Stop. So where did I learn to train dogs? Well, Neil McDonald was the first one, and I've been to quite a few different schools. There's 3 sheep trialers that run the odd school. There was a guy from Tasmania, I've forgotten his name. Did a couple of his schools. Greg Prince did 3 of Greg Prince's schools. He was probably the best dog trainer in the world. Unfortunately he's passed away, but yeah, he was an amazing man. Really good with dogs. And Peter Barr. Peter Barr does great schools and he's got some really good tricks for getting young dogs going early and just getting them to want to be with you when you're trying to put a sit or something on them. Yeah. So Peter Barr, but the main one's Neil McDonald, of course. Hey, Mitty. So what would I hope for? I'd hope this raving lunatic, Cappy, makes it into the main team. Because he's got the most talent I've seen in a dog. He just doesn't put it to the best use all the time. Hey, matey. Good boy. That's all natural talent. There's no training here. You can see there's a big difference between this dog and Midnight in the way the sheep are behaving. All talent. See the way he moves? He's an awesome dog. Awesome. He just does some stupid things. Stupid things, Cappy. But yeah, it'd be nice to have him in the main team. Because he certainly got skills to be an A grader. Hey? Are you going to be an A grader, mate? Good doggy. Good boy. Good boy, mate. Hardest thing I've ever learnt to do in my life, train dogs. So I retired before I was 30. I've played in rock bands. I think I might have been the youngest pilot in Australia ever to fly 500 kilometres in a glider. I've won an Australian radio controlled aerobatics title. Stop. But yeah, training dogs and livestock, by far and away the hardest thing I've ever done. Just because they're different. Yeah, you get one set of skills and you apply it to one dog and it works beautifully, and you get a different dog like this one. He's very sensitive. I can't chase him around the same way. Haven't even got a stick in my hand for this dog. No threats. Training is just different. So every dog you've got to make an adjustment for him. Hey mate,